Imagine peering up at the night sky, a vast canvas speckled with distant suns, each potentially harboring worlds beyond our wildest dreams. We've been told a story about space, a narrative carefully crafted by institutions like NASA, filled with heroic astronauts, groundbreaking discoveries, and the relentless pursuit of scientific understanding. But what if that story isn't the whole truth? What if, behind the gleaming images of lunar rovers and Martian landscapes, lies a trove of secrets, suppressed technologies, and unexplained phenomena that could rewrite our understanding of the cosmos and our place within it? For decades, whispers have circulated about hidden agendas, classified missions, and technologies shelved before their time. These aren't just conspiracy theories spun from idle speculation. They're persistent questions born from anomalies in official data, inconsistencies in historical accounts, and the sheer audacity of human curiosity. We've all seen the sanitized versions of space exploration, the carefully curated press releases, and the awe-inspiring visuals designed to inspire wonder. But what about the data points that don't quite fit? The technological dead ends that vanished without explanation? Or the eyewitness accounts that challenge the established narrative? This isn't about dismissing the incredible achievements of space agencies or denying the tangible progress made in understanding our universe. It's about acknowledging the inherent complexities of human institutions, the potential for hidden motivations, and the undeniable allure of the unknown. It's about asking the uncomfortable questions that often get swept under the rug. In the relentless march of scientific advancement, the journey we're about to embark on isn't a descent into paranoia. It's an exploration of the shadows that lie just beyond the spotlight. We'll delve into the rumors of suppressed propulsion technologies that could revolutionize space travel, examine the evidence surrounding unexplained aerial phenomena that defy conventional explanations, and confront the implications of alleged extraterrestrial encounters that challenge our very definition of reality. This isn't just about uncovering secrets. It's about empowering ourselves with the knowledge to critically evaluate the information we receive and to form our own informed opinions about the universe we inhabit. Think of the Wright brothers, initially dismissed as dreamers, who ultimately ushered in the age of aviation. Or consider the countless scientific breakthroughs that were initially met with skepticism and resistance before becoming cornerstones of modern society. The pursuit of knowledge often requires challenging established norms and questioning the status quo. And when it comes to space, the stakes are higher than ever. We stand at a pivotal moment in human history, poised to expand our presence beyond Earth and to potentially encounter other forms of life. Understanding the full scope of our past, including the hidden chapters and suppressed truths, is crucial for navigating the future with clarity, integrity, and a healthy dose of skepticism. This exploration is an invitation to look beyond the official narrative, to embrace the unknown, and to consider the possibility that the universe is far more complex and wondrous than we've been led to believe. Delving into the historical backdrop of space exploration reveals a tapestry woven with threads of scientific ambition, geopolitical rivalry, and perhaps calculated obfuscation. The Cold War, with its intense competition between the United States and the Soviet Union, served as a powerful catalyst for the space race. This rivalry wasn't merely about planting a flag on the moon. It was about demonstrating technological superiority, projecting global influence, and securing strategic advantages in the burgeoning field of aerospace. Consider, for instance, the early days of rocketry, where much of the foundational technology was rooted in military applications, specifically the development of long-range missiles. The very individuals who pioneered space travel, such as Wernher von Braun, had a complex past tied to wartime projects, raising questions about the ethical considerations that may have been sidelined in the pursuit of technological advancement. Adding another layer to this narrative is the inherent secrecy surrounding government-funded research and development, particularly in areas deemed vital to national security. The compartmentalization of information, a common practice in military and intelligence agencies, inevitably extended to space programs. This meant that only a select few individuals were privy to the complete picture, creating opportunities for information control and the suppression of potentially disruptive discoveries. The rationale, of course, was to protect national interests and prevent adversaries from gaining an edge. However, this cloak of secrecy also fostered an environment where alternative perspectives could be easily dismissed and inconvenient truths could be conveniently buried. Moreover, the immense financial investments required for space exploration created a powerful incentive to maintain public support and to project an image of unwavering success. Any setbacks or failures, particularly those that could raise questions about the program's overall viability, were often downplayed or carefully managed to avoid jeopardizing future funding. The Apollo 13 mission, while ultimately hailed as a triumph of human ingenuity, serves as a stark reminder of the inherent risks involved in space travel and the potential for catastrophic outcomes. The public relations machine worked overtime to emphasize the positive aspects of the mission, while minimizing the near disaster that unfolded in the depths of space. It's also crucial to acknowledge the role of bureaucratic inertia and institutional biases in shaping the narrative of space exploration. Large organizations, by their very nature, tend to resist change and to cling to established paradigms. This can lead to a reluctance to embrace unconventional ideas or to explore avenues of research that fall outside the mainstream. The history of science is littered with examples of groundbreaking discoveries that were initially rejected or ignored by the scientific establishment, only to be later recognized as revolutionary. Think about the initial resistance to the theory of plate tectonics, or the skepticism surrounding the existence of extrasolar planets. Now, contemplate how this tendency towards institutional conservatism might have influenced the direction of space exploration. Could it be that certain technologies or research areas were deliberately sidelined because they challenged the prevailing orthodoxy or threatened the established power structures within the space agencies? The answer, of course, is complex and multifaceted, but by understanding the historical context and the various factors that have shaped the narrative of space exploration, we can begin to critically evaluate the information we receive and to question the assumptions that underpin our understanding of the cosmos. Reflecting on this journey so far, we begin to perceive a landscape more nuanced than the pristine images often projected. It's akin to peeling back layers of varnish from an old masterpiece, revealing the underpainting, the artist's initial sketches, and perhaps even a few unexpected alterations made along the way. The narrative of space exploration, seemingly linear in its trajectory of progress, starts to exhibit a more circuitous path, marked by diversions, suppressed trails, and the occasional deliberate obfuscation. We've navigated not just the cosmos, but also the complex terrain of human ambition, institutional dynamics, and the inherent tension between transparency and strategic advantage. The convergence of these elements suggests that the pursuit of knowledge, particularly in realms as groundbreaking as space exploration, is rarely a straightforward endeavor. It's a process fraught with competing interests, ethical dilemmas, and the ever-present pressure to maintain public confidence and secure continued funding. The image of the solitary scientist, driven purely by intellectual curiosity, gives way to a more realistic portrayal of collaborative teams, operating within complex bureaucratic structures, subject to political pressures and financial constraints. Drawing these strands together, we see the potential for a disconnect between the officially sanctioned narrative and the complete reality of space exploration. It's like viewing a theatrical production from the audience's perspective, focusing on the polished performance, the dazzling costumes, and the dramatic lighting. However, behind the curtain lies a world of intricate machinery, hidden stagehands, and countless hours of rehearsals and revisions. The audience experiences the final product, but remains largely unaware of the behind-the-scenes complexities that brought it to life. In light of these insights, the path forward becomes clearer, not as a definitive roadmap to uncovering hidden truths, but as an invitation to cultivate a more critical and discerning perspective. It encourages us to move beyond passive consumption of information and to actively engage in the process of questioning, evaluating, and seeking alternative viewpoints. It is about fostering a sense of intellectual curiosity, a willingness to challenge established norms, and a commitment to pursuing knowledge with both enthusiasm and a healthy dose of skepticism. As we pivot towards the final reflection, consider the cumulative effect of these interwoven ideas. It's not about dismissing the extraordinary achievements of space exploration, but about acknowledging the inherent complexities of human endeavors and the potential for hidden agendas to shape the narrative. It's about recognizing that the pursuit of knowledge is an ongoing process, one that requires constant vigilance, critical thinking, and a willingness to embrace the unknown, even when it challenges our preconceived notions of reality. The stars beckon, not just as destinations for scientific exploration, but as symbols of the infinite possibilities that lie beyond the boundaries of our current understanding. Perhaps the most profound implication of this exploration lies not in the potential discovery of hidden technologies or suppressed encounters, but in the recognition that the very act of seeking truth is itself a revolutionary act. It challenges the comfortable complacency of accepting information at face value, demanding instead a critical engagement with the narratives that shape our understanding of the world. It's about cultivating a mindset of intellectual independence, a refusal to be passively led, and an unwavering commitment to questioning the established order. This journey through the shadows of space exploration has revealed more than just the possibility of concealed information. It has illuminated the inherent complexities of human institutions and the potential for even the most noble endeavors to be influenced by hidden agendas and strategic considerations. It's a reminder that knowledge is not a static entity to be passively received, but a dynamic and evolving landscape that requires constant exploration and critical evaluation. The true voyage, then, is not merely outward, towards the distant stars, but inward, towards a deeper understanding of ourselves and the biases that shape our perceptions. Consider the power of a single, well-placed question to unravel decades of carefully constructed narratives. Think of the ripple effect that can occur when individuals dare to challenge the status quo, to demand transparency, and to seek out alternative perspectives. It is in these moments of intellectual courage that true progress is made, not just in our understanding of the universe, but in our capacity to create a more informed and equitable society. The secrets of space, whether deliberately concealed or simply obscured by the fog of complexity, serve as a potent metaphor for the countless mysteries that surround us in our daily lives. From the political machinations that shape our world to the scientific breakthroughs that redefine our understanding of reality, there is always more to the story than meets the eye. The true practice, therefore, begins now, not in the dusty archives of forgotten missions, but in the conscious effort to cultivate a more discerning and questioning approach to the information we encounter. The universe, in its infinite vastness, invites us to embrace the unknown, to challenge our assumptions, and to remain forever curious. The journey is far from over. It is a continuous unfolding, a perpetual quest for understanding that transcends the boundaries of space and time. Let us embark on this journey with open minds, critical hearts, and an unwavering commitment to seeking the truth wherever it may lead. Let the whispers from the cosmos encourage us to listen more closely, to question more deeply, and to strive for a more complete and nuanced understanding of our place in the grand cosmic tapestry.